Walking with the Buddha. In every step we take, the Buddha walks with us. His teachings echo in the winds. His wisdom lives in the silence of sacred lands. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. This is a journey across sacred lands, a pilgrimage to enlightenment. Guided by the teachings of a living Buddha. Together we walk the same paths where the Buddha once walked, seeking not just knowledge, but transformation. This is more than a journey. It is an awakening. Each step on this path carries the weight of history and the light of liberation. These 7 sacred sites in India and Nepal are more than historical landmarks. They are the spiritual heartbeat of Buddha's journey. Lumbini, where he was born, reminds us of new beginnings. Bodh Gaya, where he attained enlightenment, shows us the power of stillness and resolve. Sarnath, where he shared his first sermon, ignites the flame of inquiry. Kushinagar, where he entered Mahaparinirvana, reminds us of impermanence and liberation. With our Guru, these places come alive, their wisdom resonating in our hearts. Their presence deepens our connection to the teachings, helping us to reflect on our own journey towards enlightenment. To walk this path is to walk with truth and to find the Buddha within. Throughout history, great teachers have emerged to guide humanity, offering wisdom to light the path through darkness. Today, we are honored to walk alongside one such teacher, His Holiness Drikung Kyabgon Lundup, the 37th throne holder of the Drikung Kagyu lineage. In the heart of the Himalayas, where nature's serenity mirrors the stillness of meditation, this lineage of profound wisdom has flourished for over 800 years. His Holiness embodies this unbroken chain of spiritual awakening. His life is a testament to unwavering compassion and boundless dedication. Born into a world searching for meaning, His Holiness showed an early affinity for spirituality, dedicating his life to learning and practicing the ancient teachings of the Buddha. From his first steps as a monk to becoming the 37th throne holder, his journey has been one of immense discipline, humility, and enlightenment. But who is a guru? The word guru means the one who dispels darkness. His Holiness is not merely a teacher, but a living bridge between the wisdom of the past and the awakening of the present. His presence inspires, his teachings transform. And what does he teach? At the heart of His Holiness's guidance lies the Buddha's most essential teachings, the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. He reminds us that suffering is not permanent, and that there is a way out of suffering, and that through right understanding, right mindfulness, and right action, we can achieve liberation. His Holiness emphasizes bodhicitta, the cultivation of compassion as a driving force in our lives. He teaches us that the ultimate goal is not only to free ourselves from suffering, but to dedicate our awakening to the liberation of all beings. Through meditation, mindfulness, and service to others, His Holiness gently guides his followers to rediscover the purity of their own minds and hearts. He invites us to see every challenge as an opportunity for growth, every breath as a moment to return to awareness. The teachings of His Holiness are steeped in the profound wisdom of the Drikung Kagyu lineage, an ancient tradition that balances devotion, meditation, and the practice of Vajrayana. It is a lineage of empowerment designed to help us not only to understand the Buddha's teachings, but to experience them in our daily lives. His Holiness often reminds us, the Buddha's teachings are not just for monasteries or scholars. They are for anyone who is willing to open their heart and mind. In his teachings, he presents timeless truths with remarkable clarity, that everything is interconnected, that mindfulness is the key to freedom, and that our journey begins when we stop running from ourselves and instead embrace who we truly are. But what makes His Holiness's teachings so powerful? Perhaps it is this: He does not ask us to follow Him. He simply says to follow the Buddha within ourselves. He reminds us that the answers we seek are not outside us. They are already here, waiting for us to uncover them. The Guru's role is not to impose wisdom, but to awaken it within us. Walking beside His Holiness, we feel the depth of His compassion, the strength of His devotion, and the boundless love He extends to every being. We are reminded that enlightenment is not a distant goal, but something we can begin to cultivate right here, right now. So we ask ourselves, what would it mean to truly follow these teachings? What would it mean to walk with the Buddha in our hearts and His Holiness as a guide? The answers may not come at all at once, but the journey has begun. To walk the footsteps of the Buddha is to walk through history, through teachings, and through a journey that began over 2,500 years ago. Each site we visit is not just a place, it is a story, a living example of the Buddha's wisdom, compassion, and enlightenment. Lumbini, the birthplace of the Buddha. We begin where it all started, in Lumbini. Here, under the shade of the sal tree, Queen Maya gave birth to a prince, Siddhartha Gautama, who would one day renounce the luxuries of his palace to seek the truth of existence. This sacred site echoes the simplicity of life and the beauty of beginnings. It is said that when Siddhartha was born, he took 7 steps, and at each step a lotus bloomed, a profound symbol of awakening, reminding us that even in the muddiest waters, beauty and purity can emerge. Lumbini is a call to reflect on our own beginnings. What seeds of awakening lie dormant within us? The Buddha's life reminds us that no matter our origins, we too can seek higher truths.
사실은 시대는 아주가디 땅아마라 산계를 통해 소년 표에 제부당 된 산계다 제이프는 뭐럼 겹게 마음바드는 독지고 겨우겨서 폴음다가 어디기 둘러대는 제부디 는 아주가디 야가디 제부 나눠기 때문에 나를 용서 좀 기쁘게 완전히 예보지도 이제 나타네 결혼 다시 맞지 같으니 난관을
Bodh Gaya, the site of enlightenment. From Lumbini, we journey to Bodh Gaya, where Siddhartha, after years of searching, sat beneath the Bodhi Tree and vowed not to rise until he had found the truth.
기호인 것 말이 하네.
There is a moment when you pause at Bodh Gaya, beneath the Bodhi Tree, where the Buddha attained enlightenment. The air is thick with devotion. The chants of pilgrims surround you and you feel it. A stillness, a clarity, as though the Buddha himself is whispering, "Awaken." It was here, in the stillness of his meditation, that he attained enlightenment and became the Buddha. The Bodhi tree stands as a witness to this moment, a symbol of resilience, wisdom, and awakening. Pilgrims from around the world gather here, their chants rising like whispers of the Buddha's teachings. Bodh Gaya invites us to pause and look inward. The Buddha's enlightenment teaches us that clarity and liberation arise not from external achievements, but from unwavering focus, mindfulness, and self-compassion. Can we too sit still and see the truth within ourselves? Sarnath, the first turning of the wheel of Dharma. From enlightenment, we move to the first teachings. In Sarnath, the Buddha met his first 5 disciples and shared the profound truths he had discovered, the 4 Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. This moment marked the beginning of the Buddha's mission to guide all beings toward liberation. Today, the Dhammic Stup stands as a monument to this historic moment, a beacon of knowledge and compassion. Sarnath reminds us of the power of sharing wisdom. The Buddha's first teachings were simple yet transformative. Suffering is real, but there is a path beyond it. What can we learn from his courage to share? And how can we bring this truth into our lives? Where the Buddha turned the wheel of Dharma for the first time, you hear His Holiness speak of compassion, and suddenly the teachings come alive within you. You realize that the Buddha's words are not distant. They are yours to carry forward. Rajgir, the vulture's peak. Rajgir holds a special place in the Buddha's journey. It was here at Vulture's Peak that the Buddha gave profound teachings on emptiness and the nature of reality, speaking to thousands of followers. Rajgir challenges us to see beyond the surface. The Buddha taught that reality is not as it seems, that clinging to illusions is the root of suffering. What illusions are we clinging to? And how can we let them go? Vaishali, the site of compassion. Vaishali is where the Buddha showed his infinite compassion. It was here that he established the first nuns' order, giving women the opportunity to walk the path of liberation.
So this is the place also, according to the Tibetan scholar, commonly accepted and also known this place as Buddha has been turned the wheel of Dharma 3 times.
Vaishali teaches us that compassion knows no boundaries. The Buddha saw the potential for awakening in everyone. How can we embody the same kindness in our own lives? Standing there, you feel the weight of his compassion. His deep belief in equality and human potential. It is humbling, and it awakens a resolve within you to be kinder, to be braver, and to walk this path with an open heart. Kushinagar, the final resting place. Finally, we arrive at Kushinagar, where the Buddha entered Mahaparinirvana, leaving his earthly body behind. His passing was not an end, but a beginning, a reminder that all things are impermanent, and through this impermanence we find liberation. The reclining statue of the Buddha here radiates peace, a testament to a life lived in harmony and a death embraced with clarity. Kushinagar reminds us to reflect on the impermanence of life. The Buddha's passing teaches us that death is not to be feared, but understood. Are we ready to let go of fear and live with courage? At each of these sacred sites, the Buddha's teachings come alive, not as distant philosophies, but as living truths. As we walk these paths, we are reminded that enlightenment is not just the Buddha's story. It is our story. It is the story of all who seek to wake up to the truth of their lives. What does it mean to walk these steps? to touch the earth where the Buddha walked, to hear his teachings, not as echoes, but as a call to transform our lives. These sacred places offer us more than answers. They offer us questions we must ask ourselves. Are we ready to awaken? What does it mean to walk with the Buddha? What does it mean to walk with the Buddha? To follow in his footsteps? Not just through sacred lands, but through the landscapes of our own hearts. But this journey is not without its challenges. The physical fatigue of walking, the quiet discomfort of introspection, it mirrors the Buddha's own struggles. Yet in these moments, the teachings shine brightest. The Guru reminds us, each obstacle is an opportunity. Each moment of discomfort is a chance to grow. As we walk, we begin to realize that this pilgrimage is not just about the places we visit. It is about the journey within. The questions that arise, the self-doubts we confront, the truths we uncover, they are all part of walking with the Buddha. The experience of walking with the Guru. Walking beside His Holiness Drikung Kyabgon Lundup, we begin to feel the depth of this journey. His presence is not commanding, it is compassionate. His words are not mere lectures. They are an invitation to see, to feel, to awaken. At every step we are reminded that the Buddha's teachings are not just ancient wisdom etched in scriptures. They are alive, vibrant, and accessible in every breath we take. The Guru does not simply show us the path. He walks it with us, patiently guiding us, gently encouraging us. Just as a flower blooms under the right conditions, the Guru provides the light and guidance for each soul to awaken. It is through their words and presence the teachings of the Buddha come alive. Reflections on mindfulness, impermanence, and the Eightfold Path remind us of our potential to live with clarity and purpose. From ancient texts to present-day moments, the Guru connects past wisdom to modern lives, showing us how to walk forward with meaning and grace. The Guru is the bridge between the timeless teachings of the Buddha and the needs of the modern world. Why is it even important to have a Guru in our modern world? The world moves faster than ever, yet in our pursuit of progress, we lose sight of the present. The teachings of the Buddha, timeless in their simplicity, are more essential now than ever before. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. In a world filled with division, this journey reminds us of our shared humanity, our capacity for love, and the importance of mindfulness in every action. Walking with the Buddha isn't just about visiting the sacred sites. It's about rediscovering ourselves, finding balance in chaos, compassion in conflict, and wisdom in simplicity. The teachings of the Buddha remind us of the path to liberation, and our Guru shows us how to walk it. Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, humanity cannot live without a spiritual life. As we step away from these sacred places, we carry the wisdom in our hearts. Each moment has become an opportunity to walk with the Buddha, to walk with mindfulness, compassion, and love. May this journey inspire us to live with courage, to seek truth, and to create a world where peace begins with us. This is not just a pilgrimage. It is a journey home. It is walking with the living Buddha.